Hello and welcome to my Skyrim mod showcase series, where I take a look at the best mods of the week. In this week's showcase I want to feature Cazy Hair's conversion, Sprint and Jump, Get Snowy, Extended Vanilla Weapons, Maty's Mithril Armor, and Morrowloot. First I'll start off with Cazy Hair conversion, which adds 13 new hairstyles for female characters. The new hairstyles added are based off a mod for Oblivion, thus the name Cazy Hair conversion. But these new hairstyles look great, and I'm always a fan of more personalization for hair. And even though I don't play a female character, I wanted to share this mod with others. And if you ever wondered why you can't sprint and jump in Skyrim, there's a mod out that now corrects that. This mod is called Deathless Sprint and Jump, and it's currently in its beta phase 0.5 version. So the jump is a little delayed when sprinting, so try to time yourself a little bit before the planned jump spot. But otherwise this mod is great, so I'd recommend tracking this mod so you don't miss any major updates. This next mod is called Get Snowy, and this mod is pretty sweet. It adds a much needed immersion element to Skyrim, where snow now sticks to your armor. So Get Snowy only affects your player model at the moment, but it works with all the armors. The author of the mod is also planning on implementing NPCs to be affected. And he's also thinking about tweaking the frost shader to only affect the top and make it thicker. And I believe the same effect is added in a mod called Frostfall by Chesko, but this mod is great for a standalone edition of the same effect. Extended Vanilla Weapons adds many new standalone weapons to Skyrim. These are made 100% from vanilla items, textures, and models to keep the original vanilla look as close as possible. These new weapons are fully craftable at any forge, and you can upgrade them at a grindstone, providing you have the right smithing perk. Or you can purchase them from a blacksmith NPC in any of the major cities. Each blacksmith will stock around 20 of these weapons, and the quality of the weapons depends on your level. There's also a leveled list version of this mod, which implements the weapons to be used and dropped by NPCs in the game. A few of my new favorite weapons added by this mod are the spears, the pitchforks, and the combat bows. Anyways, there are about 30 new weapon types added by this mod, and most of the weapons span across all material types. So for example, the combat bow has a steel, elven, dwarven, orcish, glass, ebony, and daedric version, so it's similar to respects of the original weapons of the game. Next up is a great armor mod called Maty's Mithril Armor, which adds a very well crafted armor set to the game that's heavily themed after the Oblivion Mithril armor set. All of the textures and meshes have been handcrafted and remade for Skyrim, so this is not a lower res import of the Oblivion model. The armor set is light armor, and it's equal in stats to dragon scale armor. You can craft this armor underneath the miscellaneous menu at any forge in the game, providing you have the glass smithing perk. The Mithril armor also includes a cape, which adds a bit more armor and has a really nice touch. If you like this mod but would prefer a more heavy armor version, check out Maty's other mods, one of which is called Knights of the Nine, which is themed after an Oblivion DLC and adds a full armor set that's heavy armor, themed after the Knights. And last but not least for this week is Morrowloot, an extremely hardcore loot mod that's based on the looting system in Morrowind. Now there's a few mods that de-level or rework Skyrim's loot system, but Morrowloot is very different and definitely tailored for hardcore players. With Morrowloot, the mod takes how Morrowind implemented armors and weapons into the world space, so it places the higher tier quality items out in the world, and also removes the ability to craft them at a forge. Now you have to explore places to discover these rare items, as they'll now be hidden in dungeons, worn by people, and other similar situations. There's also several new artifacts added by the mod as well, and these are all from Morrowind. The first artifact I used was called Boots of Blinding Speed, and it makes you run faster but also blurs your vision, hence the name Boots of Blinding Speed. And I really didn't demonstrate how to get these weapons and armor, you just have to find them in the game. Anything above Dwemer in quality cannot be crafted at a forge, like I mentioned earlier, and in order to get these items you have to find them, and they might be hidden in caves and discrete locations, so it's definitely worth checking every nook and cranny to see if you can find something. And this is definitely tailored for people that are hardcore players, of course, or if they're replaying Skyrim and want a challenge. Now, for those that love the idea behind Morrowloot but hate the crafting system changes, there's a mod called Morrowloot Enwa Edition, and this enables you to either retain the knowledge to craft the high-level armor, or it gives you an option where you can craft the pieces of the armor once you find them in-game. Overall, Morrowloot is great for hardcore players seeking more difficulty, and I'd hardly recommend it for players that miss Morrowind mechanics. Anyways, that's it for this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video for mod suggestions to review, and subscribe to see videos similar to this one. And thanks for watching.